Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Node.js. Today we are going to learn build a CRUD REST API with the Node.js, TypeScript and the Sequelize with MySQL. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So first of all, we are going to close everything. Close terminal, close this. Okay, MongoDB we don't require. Quit. Let's create the project first. So open your directory. So here I'm going to open my directory. Okay, so let's create make directory ts node Sequelize API. So it will create the directory. Okay, after this we have to enter into that directory. Okay, so enter that one. After this, initialize with the packet.json file with the npm init-y. So it will create this JSON file. Now we have to install these modules. So npm packages. So we require the express Sequelize MySQL.env. So make sure to install this. I think I need to change first the node version. No nvm use node 20 for the node 20. Okay, now I'm going to install this. After this installation we have to add their types also. Okay, after this we have to create a tsconfig.json file for the TypeScript configuration. So let's open the code base with the VS Code. So let's create a file which name is tsconfig and paste this code over there. Okay, so this is basically module we are using the common JS. Okay, strict yes module interlope skip lib check out directory, that is this include the source directory. So we have added. Next step, what we have to do, we have to go with the structure. So we have in this we have to create a source directory first. So let's create the source directory. So here we go with our source directory. In this source directory we have to create the two files first, that is app.ts and server.ts file. So let's create two files, that is app.ts and then server.ts file. Okay, so let's create another file, that is server.ts. After this we have to go with config. Let's create the config module. Okay, so config folder over there in the source, let's create a new folder with config, and here we are going to add the database.ts. Okay, let's create the database.ts. After this we have to create a .env.ts file. Okay, so let's create that file also. The next one, that is controllers. So all the controllers goes to that module. Okay, so let's create in source new folder controllers and users controller.ts. Okay, so let's add this the controllers. Let's create a file user controller.ts. After this we have to create the models that will help to generate the tables also. Okay, so let's create a folder, name is models controllers. Okay, fine. In the models we have to go with user model.ts file. Okay, let's create this one file over there. What next, we have to go with routes. So let's create the folder routes and put the user routes over there. So let's create a new folder routes, then user routes.ts. Okay, route.ts. Then we have to create .env file for the environment variables. So in this, so we have to go with the root one. So let's create here, let's create a file .env. So here we are adding our environment variables. So make sure for the connectivity we require this. So let me add the user, that the user is I think root. The password is I think the admin 123 hash might be. I'm not sure with this hash is there or not. Your database. Let me go and check. Localhost php admin root. Okay, let's take a test db. I'm taking a test DB as a database, so let's make it SDB. Okay, what else? Let's connecting to the database in the source config database.ts. Let's put this file for the DB connection. Let's go and go with the source config database.ts. Let's put this. We require .in .env also, so .env.ts file. Let's add the .env file. So let's add this. Okay, so here we require the configuration, host, user, password, name, and the port. Okay, export default .env, and in the database we are doing the connection part. Sequelize, new Sequelize. Okay, dialect is MySQL. Okay, this is done. Creating the user models, so let's create the user model over here. So this is the, we require ID, name, email, and the password. Okay, so let's create this. We have the models, the model. Okay, so here you can see that we have a data type model optional from the Sequelize config database. This is interface that we are defining. ID should be number, string, and is this to be string. Okay, define the interface for user creation attributes, optional it is. Okay, depends upon to you. Then define a class that extend the Sequelize model. So here we are defining the class with the ID, name, email, and the password. Okay, after this initialize the user model with ID. Okay, then name, email, and the password, and the table name should be users. Okay, passing the Sequelize instance is required, then export that default user. Okay, next we have to go with the controllers, that is user controller.ts file. So let's paste, this is the CRUD one. Okay, so let's copy and paste this in the user controllers. Okay, done. There is an error, so I need to just add the type over here, any. So make sure you have to add the type of it. Okay, it's showing the error for that one. It would be a array, object, string, anything. Okay, okay, now the full file is now okay. What next? We have to set up the routes. Then there we have a user.routes where we have to define the routes for the REST APIs. So here we have the routes, user routes. So here we're defining the post, get, request, put, update, and the delete. Okay, so these are the methods in the controllers, that is create user, get users, get user, update, and the delete. Right, next setting up the server app.ts file. So here we have to connect and define the routes and the controllers. So here we go with the app.ts file. Okay, so here we have to start the express application middleware, that is we have to accept the JSON part from the Postman, then routes API slash users, then sync the database. If the database and the tables are not created, then this will help you to create that database and the tables created. Okay, so you will check this one. Currently if I go over here, there is a no users table, right? So when I run this project, automatically it will create. Let's have a look. Okay, next we go with the server.ts file, the last file. Let's add this server.ts. So here we go with the server.ts file, then add the script in your packet.json to run the project. So here we require this one. So where we have packet.json, so here we go, just add the comma and add the scripts over here. Start. So we are using this development server. If you want to go with the production, then you will just fetch the data. You can make it like ts dist server.js file. So here you can pull the data from here. Okay, so this is the building part. You can make create the build with the tsc, right? So now we will go with the npm start because we are doing the development server. Okay, if I just run it, we go with this one project. So let's make it run and Sequelize, and here you can see that the executing default test db, it comes to know that the database and create table if not exist, that is users. So if I just reload, here you can see that users table with all the fields id, name, email, password and created and updated data is created, right? So this is done. So let's run the API section. Okay, so here we have the Postman. Let's go with the post request with the users, and here we have a name, email and the password. Okay, let's try to send it, and it's added with the id one record. If select the data, so technical Rajni, this is added the password. Okay, if I go with Rajni only, Rajni and Rajni over here, Rajni Kant, right? So it's sent, and here you can see that second record is created. Okay, so let's check the users model with create users. So whatever data you are sending, name, email and the password, what will happen? So this is create user. If I go to the routes, okay, so here we have the routes for the create user. Okay, post request, it will go over here, and what request is name, email and the password from the request body. And how to create the user? With await user dot create. In the Sequelize you have to use this one, and you have to import that model. So user dot create will help you to create the user into the database and return the user what we have created. If something goes wrong, it will show me the message with status code 500. Okay, next, get users. So whatever the users we have added or inserted, let's find out. So user dot find all will help you to fetch all the users. If something goes wrong, it will return me the 500 status code with the message. Okay, so let's try to get all the users with the get request, and let's try to send it. So these are the two records which we have inserted, and it's showing like this. Okay, this is done. Next, we have to go with the get user. So if you want that particular user id, I want to fetch the record. So request dot parameters dot params dot id. Okay, so find by pk. So this is the part of the function which help you to find the record. Okay, if the user is find, then it will give me that user, else it will show that the user not found. In the catch, it will log me the error with status code 500. Okay, so I'm going to fetch with the record one. Okay, one record is technical Rajni. So technical Rajni record is fetched. Okay, easy. Next, update a user. So I want to update one. So user dot update. So whatever body you want to send, you can send with requested params ID. So you have to update the data with params ID. Make a put request, and I need to update with the AA over here and make it AA like this and send it. So ID1 should be replaced by this. If I go and just reload, here you can see that it is replaced by this, right? So it means it is updated, right? So what we have to do, we have to update whatever the request body is, just update it where ID is. So whatever ID you have to pass in this params, it will update accordingly, right? And if something goes wrong, it will give me the 404. If the user is not found, that means user is not there. Okay, and this is the catch block. If anything went wrong, then it will show me the error message for that one. Last one, that is delete the user. So there is a method is user dot destroy, where you have to pass the params request dot params.id. If it is deleted, then return message that is user deleted. If the user is not found, that is user is not found. So with respect to that ID, okay. And if something goes wrong, then it will show me the status with 500 with the message error. Okay, let's try the delete process also. So here we go with the delete. Once I'm going to delete the first record, so delete, just delete it. If I go, first record is deleted, second record is left. Okay, what else we have shown? I think this file we have already showcased, right? So next file, that is routes, we have already showcased that one. App.ts file is already shown, server.ts is also shown. Okay, env file is also shown, right? So every file I think I have shown into the video. Any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day, and don't forget to like, share and comment on my video. Have a nice day.